Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Welcome back to my channel, place where we come and hang. What are you doing today? What are your plans? You gonna meet me at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to just talk about what's going on, guys? We could talk about Scientology stuff as well as Gypsy Rose stuff, as well as stuff as long as we keep it all, respectable. Guys, I know that I have done some things with Mrs. J, and we've talked about Scientology and what we did, or what Mrs. J did. All I did was facilitate a platform that Mrs. J has as well. But it was all Mrs. J, and it was that community that worked with her that helped expose Louis Repetto. Louis Repetto, who was a Scientologist and apparently very good friends with A. Aaron, out of A. Aaron's mouth, I believe he said, to find out that he's a... I think that Aaron is his own source, and he knew about Louis Repetto, and he came up with the idea of, well, I don't know how to tell people that I know about this, so let me just say that somebody called and told me about this. This way, my hands are clean. It'll just be something that I heard, not something that I know. So, I think it is something that he knew and something that he continues to know. And I think Louis might have some embarrassing information about Aaron. Or Aaron might have known what Louis had been up to this whole time, and he kept stum about it. He never told anybody. And just as he accused other people of not stopping something happening, he didn't stop something from happening. And now he looks bad. It's more to it than that, because there are real people involved, and real people have trauma. And this community that was started to help people get out of trauma weren't supposed to be handed over to people with trauma. And Aaron knew that. And as somebody who says he's got the biggest channel and you got the most responsibility, then big boy, that's what you would have. Now, people have said to me, and it's only been a couple people, but I want to address it, because I want to address it, that Nora had shown up in the comments. She was welcome to come on and do the chat. In all fairness, I don't think she was on anymore when she was asked. I don't think she chickened out. I don't think she chickened out at all. I just don't think she was on the in the comments or anything. I think she came over, looked things over, listened for a little bit, and then she left. And there's not a problem with that, but I don't think that she just chickened out and didn't want to come on to the chat. I think that by the time we asked her to come on to the chat, she just wasn't in the chat anymore to hear that. So, guys, I think it's a lot more serious, and I'm hopeful that Nora realizes that, sending somebody pictures of somebody's body that they're not expecting is very intrusive, and it's not something that people should just have to get over. And I'm hopeful that Nora has heard her own words and put herself and people, vulnerable people, in a situation where maybe she's realized that behavior isn't okay. It is offensive, and that can cause trauma and triggering for other people. So I'm not going to keep beating Nora down. If she's made a turn, and I keep getting these comments of people defending her, she's doing the best for the community now, she's picking up the torch now, and she's doing... Listen, if Nora has turned over a leaf and learned something by this behavior of Aaron's, and she has learned to be a better person from it, I'm not going to beat her up. Let her do it. Let her do it. Let her do it. I can't keep going on about, I don't know when she knew. I don't know when she knew. So I'm not going to speculate because I haven't been shown when she honestly knew about Louis Repetto. And so, and Nora hasn't, I haven't caught her in so many lies that I can't just not believe her or give her the benefit of the doubt. Man, that's what I'm going to give you, the benefit of the doubt until you prove me wrong in doing so. Okay? I've already said what I said about the way she treated Mike. I think that's despicable. I think that's disgusting. She can't go back in time and fix that. Some people have said, well, she's really sorry about that. She's cried about that. She's cried about that. I've seen that too. That's really up to her now. And, the Rinder family or her and her beliefs and all of that. That's not up to me. Okay? You can't go back in time. All she could do is go forward. Maybe she's got the courage now to go forward. She seems to have a large community behind her now. So perhaps that's given her the strength, the motivation, determination to run with that torch and keep going in the right direction. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. So, yeah, I'm not going to keep going on about Nora. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt and hope that, yeah, 2025 is going to be a year where she's going to make a difference. And, and she's off to a good start. That's what you guys are telling me. So, yeah, I'm going to support that. I'm not going to stand in the way of that. Or, again, keep beating somebody up over the past and everything. Also, I think that what Mrs. J said is very important when it comes to us following people online and what we believe or what we don't believe and what we expect or what we don't expect. I just expect my content creators that I follow to tell me the truth, to be honest with me in what they're telling me, that they did the best they could in what they're sharing with me. That's what I want from my content creators. Unless, it's somebody that I'm looking at for comedy, then I expect comedy from them. I just want it to be I don't want somebody bullshitting me, and I want it to be a safe place. I don't want people sticking up for bad people and disguising themselves as something else. I don't think anybody should. The community, the ex-Scientology community, was supposed to be better than the Scientology community. That's debatable now, because everything is, somebody grabbed the reins, Aaron, and he thought he was better than everybody else around Hubbard, and he decided, he was going to steer the train. Yeah, he shouldn't be. He ain't no engineer. So, guys, it's hard, when we like somebody, when we follow somebody, and then we come to find out, oh, shit, that's who they are. That's when you cut your losses, right? I remember I loaned somebody $100. This was a long time ago. I was still in my teens, right? $100 was a lot of money. And my friend Sylvia, who's passed away, she said to me, if you don't get the $100 back, it'll be the best $100 that you spent. I said, how do you figure? She said, because you won't loan any more money to that person, and it'll save you a lot more money. See what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to eat some stuff to realize what's coming down and what you really don't want to eat. All right, guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Don't forget, be better today than you were yesterday, not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Thanks, guys. See you tonight, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye. Predator, and that Aaron unfortunately introduced people to, even after he knew it. And then after that, some women were honestly SA'd because of that. And then Aaron says, that he didn't know. But then Aaron says that he did know, because he got this phone call from somebody that he didn't know, but he believed the person. Well, I deduce that Aaron knew about Louis Repetto.